Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 1 vs 1 on Turtle Rock between our Grey Night Elf player, Tresspass, and up top we have our Blue Night Elf player, Mywat. And before I begin the replay, I would like to announce that the other day I reached 1,000 subscribers, and I very much appreciate all of you who have subscribed and continue watching. And for those of you who have not subscribed, feel free to do so. I produce content on a fairly regular basis, every 3 to 5-ish days. I release 4 replays from the 4 RTSs that I cast, and various other videos related to gaming as well. But enough about me. Let's speed this up to the 8x mark. At the 2-minute point of the game, when all the heroes come out, all the good stuff starts to happen. We have a Demon Hunter for Mywat, or Tresspass. We also have a Demon Hunter, both sides moving out. Going after the turtle camp here. Gets a Cloak of Selling. And our other Demon Hunter gets a Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. And now continuing on throughout the map here.
The town is under siege.
Cloak of Selling, not particularly useful. I suppose once in a while it can save you, but usually just ends up getting sold. We're now going to go after the other giant sea turtle camp.
The player's forces are under attack.
Meanwhile, Tresspass going after the Ogre Warrior camp. We will see what drops from these two camps for these two players. Anything particularly useful. Slippers of Agility +3 for the Demon Hunter there. And Gloves of Haste for Tresspass, so he gets a somewhat better item. However, he was creeping a different camp. And now level 2 Demon Hunter versus a level 2 Demon Hunter. Forest Trolls occupied with trying to take down that Ancient War, but not gonna happen. And now our other Demon Hunter from Mywat going after the Ogre Warrior camp. He's pretty low. Does have the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength and the Slippers of Agility to help him out a little bit there. Gloves of Haste from that camp. He decides to back off for now. Just gonna run away and covet thy Gloves of Haste. For now, gonna run back to the Moonwells and heal on up. Tresspass moving out across the map as well, so I'd say a slightly better Demon Hunter here for Mywat at the moment, mostly just because of the Slippers of Agility. The Gauntlets of Ogre Strength only really provides 75 additional health, so not too big of a deal there. Another Demon Hunter in the base of Mywat. And trying to take down that Ancient of Wonders will do that. Cancellation there. I believe that was a cancellation. It certainly looked like it. And now Tresspass moving on across the map here. And gonna Shadow Meld an Archer. Save that one. Let's see what these two Demon Hunters decide to do next. Tresspass gonna go after the Goblin Merchant here and sell that Cloak of Selling. Gives himself a Boots of Speed. And is he stuck in there? It looks like no, he is not. But gonna take some unnecessary damage. Gonna aggravate the creeps here. But now Mywat's just gonna go after them. Very, very low Demon Hunter. He can't even really harass right now. He's too low. And he's gonna come in and try, but not gonna happen too easily. Pendant of Energy drops. And also, of course, that Watcher Ward. So Pendant of Energy on this Demon Hunter can be a blessing and both a curse. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually sells that. Now that's going to give him more mana, of course, to mana burn more often. However, having more mana means that you take more damage from your opponent's mana burn. So a double-edged sword there. We'll see how that works out for him. Some Huntresses now for Tresspass. We'll take a look at the bases here. Ancient of Wonders just now coming up. Hunter's Hall as well. And Hunter's Hall just now coming up. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength and the Pendant of Energy have been dropped. And now the Hunter's Hall is up and running. And going to get improved bows, so it looks like he's mostly just going archers. And Tresspass still cruising around the map here. Picked up a Dust of Appearance to help out here. And the Naga Sea Witch, which is purchased and immediately surrounded. Very, very nice. But sends her on home with a Staff of Preservation. And a mana burn goes off on Tresspass there. Takes 100 mana away. And 50 mana from Mywat. And still not level 3 just yet on Tresspass, so he only has that level 1 mana burn, only able to take 50 mana at a time. And with his opponent at level 3, he now no longer has any mana due to that level 2 mana burn. Nagasee, which nearly lost her life, picks up 2 potions of healing. And gonna put that Gloves of Haste on her as well, which I think is a pretty good idea. More hits in for that Nagasee, which and now down at the bottom here, gonna go after the Ogre Magic Camp at the shop, and Rune of the Watcher as usual, and a Ring of Regeneration for that Demon Hunter. And it may end up being sold right here at the shop. Not sure if he's going to keep that or not. He is pretty low right now, so it would come in handy, that extra regeneration, but usually ends up getting sold. There's Tome of Strength +2, so 50 more health for Tresspass's Demon Hunter there. Also drops that Pendant of Energy, which I think is a somewhat wise move. Again, that's sort of a double-edged sword, having that on a Demon Hunter against another Demon Hunter. Now the Nagasee, which has more mana, more cold arrows to go around, and Scourge Bone Chimes drop for Maiwat. Pretty much useless for him. Decent for his hero there, as he is regenerating health per hit, but otherwise does not affect any of his other units. Tome of Knowledge drops for Maiwat. Aggravating the creeps there from Tresspass, going after Maiwat's Ancient of War, and we'll take that down very quickly. All of those sea turtles on it at the same time. Now the Gargantuan Sea Turtle will fall here shortly. And looks like Maiwat is on the way, so he's going to have to make that very quick. And does kill that, gets a Potion of Greater Healing and another Tome of Strength. So now has more health than his opponent's Demon Hunter at 750 due to all those Strength Tomes that he's been picking up. And the Demon Hunter here still holding on to that Scourge Bone Chimes, and it's very likely he's going to sell that at the Ancient of Wonders, or sooner or later here. Not really that helpful for him. 15% damage into life only affects that Demon Hunter. And now moving in here with some Dryads and Huntresses, all of which take additional damage from these Dryads and Archers. At the same time, the Archers take additional damage from the Huntresses. So an interesting matchup there. A couple of mana burns go back and forth. And no more mana on Tresspass. And Maiwat going to try and bail out of there. Very, very low on health. And now Tresspass in a little trouble. Uses that Potion of Greater Healing that he got from the Turtle Camp. And Nagasee, which going to town here on some of these units. And I've seen a couple skeletal minions there from the Black Arrow. Another skeletal minion is spawned. And Tresspass going strong here. And Maiwat both equally low here. Gonna town portal right back into the backside of the base. And heal up a little bit. Both sides gonna run home and lick their wounds. Only a few Moonwells. Right here, one all the way up in the corner there, hidden away for a rainy day. And a Tree of Life expansion going up for Maiwat. But he will soon have the economic advantage, but right now he has the economic disadvantage for actually making that Tree of Life when his opponent did not make a Tree of Life. That means his opponent has a little bit more money at the moment, more resources to go around, but as soon as that Tree of Life is going strong, Maiwat will rocket ahead of his opponent. And level 3 Demon Hunter, level 2 Dark Ranger to a level 2 and a level 3. Checking the shop here, and is he going to sell those Scourge Bone Chimes or not? I'd like to see him sell those. Not very useful for a Night Elf player. And I don't think it really actually gives enough regeneration to really warrant it on that Demon Hunter alone. Doesn't give him all that much. 15% of 28 to 50 is not a lot. Maybe 7 health or so if he hits maximum damage. And Ogre Lord will fall quickly here. Rune of Healing gonna go off on on the army here. As soon as he surrounds it, Ancient Django of Endurance, apparently talking is hard, gives Endurance Aura to the whole army here, and that is definitely worthwhile. Not so much the Scourge Bone Charms. Also picked up a Tome of Strength +2 on the Demon Hunter as well, and that rune there healed up his army, so very convenient. And now going after the Gargantuan Sea Turtle here for Tresspass. And it looks like this creep camp here will be creeped out as well. Or it looks like this one will fall first. So we will see what drops here. Manual of Health and a Potion of Greater Mana. So not the greatest items that he could have wished for as a Demon Hunter. And it falls there. The Troll dies. Robe of the Magi +6 on that Naga Sea Witch. So this Naga Sea Witch is actually looking pretty good here. Is low on mana, can't quite seem to gain a lot of mana there, but has Gloves of Haste, Ancient Django of Endurance, and a Robe of Magi, so tons of mana on that hero. 660 max mana. Looks like Maiwat's expansion here will fall, and this was not efficient enough. It is very unlikely that he actually mined that out for long enough to actually pay for that Tree of Life and give some additional profit. And now the Demon Hunter going after some buildings here. Does get that Ancient of Wonders. I'm going to go after some individual Moonwells. The Wisps running away. They are silenced. And going to bail here. He's not going to finish off that Moonwell. Didn't really have time. That army there.
Forces are under attack.
Town portaled on in. And now the Demon Hunter in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to get away from those poison arrows. Poison javelins, I suppose, of the Dryads, slowing them down. And Demon Hunter now sporting an Orb of Venom, has a Scroll of Healing and a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. And Maiwat's still the original few items there.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now it's an Orb of Venom on himself. And Druid roars, not really sure what for. Demon Hunter sells something. Didn't actually see what he sold there, but picks up a Scroll of Town Portal for later usage. And where are these armies going? What are they planning on doing? Demon Hunter towards the southern side of the map. Meanwhile, Maiwat also running towards the southern side of the map as well. Perhaps going after the Ogre Lord camp down here. And I don't think Maiwat knows where his opponent is right now. A couple of skeletal minions here in the base. Not going to be too big of a deal there. Should despawn shortly. Now the Ogre Lord camp will fall shortly to Tresspass. Ogre Magi will go down first here. Drops that rune of healing. And the Ogre Lord is next. Tome of Agility +2 and a Cloak of Flames. So very interesting. Sort of redundant on a Demon Hunter, but he does not have Immolation. So that is pretty nice to have Immolation when you don't actually have Immolation. Now, Gargantuan Sea Turtle Camp farming out by Maiwat. And the Gargantuan Sea Turtle falls. Ring of Regeneration drops and a Tome of Intelligence. The Naga Sea Witch picks up both. And now what? We have some Dark Minions going to scout out that Gargantuan Sea Turtle camp is still there. And really just a few places left on the map to creep out. Some rather small places overall. Only one Gargantuan Sea Turtle. The rest are all fairly small creep camps. And now portals in here. And portals in a cube. Or rather just a square, I suppose. And the Druida Claw going at it back and forth here. However, he does have the advantage of those Moonwells. And the Demon Hunter burning away as he fights here. Only 10 damage per second, but still, he might as well. And Demon Hunter very, very low here. He's going to get rocked quickly. Maiwat very, very low and needs to get out of there. Kills one of the bears, but loses the Demon Hunter. Now it's all on the Naga Sea Witch at the moment. Another bear falls in the base of Maiwat, and bears going at it back and forth here. Some bears being sent home by the Dark Ranger. Tresspass starting to get pretty low here, but pops his potion of invulnerability. Now the Naga Sea Witch on the run. And Demon Hunter there takes a whack from the Tree of Life, and then Forked Lightning finishes him off. And Tresspass has successfully defended the base for now. And Tresspass has to run on home with the Dark Ranger, but still has a couple Druids and a Dryad there that he can heal up at the Moonwells, as his Moonwells are all pretty much full. All of them are full. And looks like he's just using Rejuvenation. A whole bunch more bears incoming here. So 6 total bears ready to go. Just going to rejuvenate that Demon Hunter. Going to send him on home and then gather mana at the Moonwells. And then get ready to fight once again. Now Maiwat is in a little bit of trouble here. Doesn't have a lot to produce. Is trying to make another Ancient Allure. Whereas Tresspass still has both of his Ancient Allures. So not good at all right now for Maiwat. Still waiting on that Demon Hunter to alter revive. Tresspass coming out. A mana burn on the Naga Sea Witch there takes away 150, and another mana burn there, so a total of 300 mana in a pretty much an instant. Now the Naga Sea Witch falls to the Demon Hunter there, and now there just isn't enough bears on Maiwat's side here to deal with Tresspass, and now that he is level 6, Maiwat says lost to a clown. Tresspass wins the game. A little bit of salt in there, but that's okay. And unit tab, hero tab, 6 and 5, just got that level 6 right at the end, and a 5, 5, and a 4. And resources, a little bit more for Maiwat with that expansion, but I think the expansion is what ended up costing him the game in such a way. He lost the Ancient of Lore in the base. During that fight, he was unable to continue to produce bears as fast as his opponent. I think he should have just stayed in the base and tried to do a base race when they were actually attacking each other's bases right at the end there, and he probably could have taken out an Ancient of Lore or both of them, and that would have completely stunted Tresspass's ability to make more bears and possibly won him the game. But I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will see you guys next time.